Lizon. An offer you can't refuse. An offer you can't refuse, Peter Lizon.
I'm reaching that stage in life where many of my friends are getting married. I'm reaching that stage in life where my mother no longer calls me to find out how I'm doing, but to find out how my plan is going to get a grandchildren. I'm reaching that stage in life where all I see and hear is marriage, marriage, marriage. And there's pressure all around. Peer pressure, parental pressure, pressure from society. It's enough to drive a single guy insane. Fellow Toastmasters, judges, let me share with you my thoughts on marriage, or as I like to call it, an offer you can't refuse. I am a bachelor that for the last 10 years has gone through some serious long-term relationships that have always somehow managed to blow up. A bachelor that has neglected far too many bachelor opportunities for far too long. Well, no more, I said, as I finished my university studies, having realized that I became overeducated, understimulated. It is now time to enjoy my bachelor life. My bachelor life. But of course, society has other plans for me, and is now telling me I must get married. So even devoted bachelors like myself have to think about marriage because of all the pressures. Whenever I think about marriage, I always seem to have a conversation with an imaginary girlfriend. These conversations usually go something like this. Honey, I really think we should get married. A man needs a woman needs a man. A woman needs a man to open jars. Or she could just get a jar opening machine. A woman needs a man to kill spiders and rodents. Or she could just call an exterminator. A woman needs a man to keep her warm at night. Remember, honey, remember all those times I kept you warm when your hands were freezing and your back was cold? I guess you could have just put on a sweater. Okay, maybe a woman can live without a man, but it sure is convenient having one around, don't you think? A man needs a woman too. First of all, a man needs to eat, and one woman in the kitchen is as good as two men. A man also needs a woman to tell him what to wear so he looks good in public. A man with a woman can be sure that his belt matches his shoes, or that his left shoe matches his right shoe, which I seem to have gotten wrong today. Excuse me. This is why I think we should get married. You can tell from my shoes. Gorgeous, I really think we should get married. Think of the benefits of commitment. When you and I get married, we sign an agreement that says we will be best friends forever. And not just weekend friends or squash buddies, but everything friends. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is why I think we should get married. Pumpkin, I really think we should get married. Frankly, the economy sucks. We need to diversify our income streams. Because I work in finance, likely I'll be fired soon, and I'll need someone to take care of me while my severance runs out. And if we both get fired, at least we'll have each other, right? We'll run away to Thailand, sip pina coladas on the beach, not have a worry in the world. What do you think, honey? We should definitely get married. These are the things I think about as a bachelor. It's a tough dilemma, but others have thought of it before. In reading the biography of Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, I came across a page in his diary devoted to this same topic. And Mr. Darwin was a scientist. He was a very logical man, and he's approached this problem very logically. In his diary, he's divided a page into two parts. On the left side, he's got reasons for marriage, and on the right side, he's got reasons against marriage. In the reasons for marriage, he lists children, constant companion, object to be beloved and played with, better than a dog anyhow, charms of music, and female chit-chat. On the against marriage side, he's got forced to visit relatives, to bend at every trifle, the expense and anxiety of children, loss of time, which she's underlined twice, and less money for books. Very, very logical points. What Mr. Darwin does next is he crosses out all these logical reasons. And then he writes, "My God, it is intolerable to think of spending one's whole life, like a neuter bee, working, working, and nothing at all. No, no, won't do. Imagine living all one's day solitarily in smoky, dirty London house. Only picture to yourself a nice, soft wife on a sofa with good fire and books and music perhaps. Marry, marry, marry. QED, which is what scientists write when they've proven something." In conclusion, I agree with Mr. Darwin that marriage is something worth pursuing. But for me, not yet. Not yet. I can see that in the future, when I do meet that special someone, marriage will really become an offer I can't refuse.